Hello. Uh, Today I will talk about how can we improve English. What is English language and role of English language. So, English is a West Germanic language that was first spoken in early medieval England and eventually became a global lingua franca. It is named after the Angelus, one of the ancient Germanic people that migrated to the area of Great Britain that later took their name England. Knowing English increases your chances to getting a good job in a multinational company within your home country and for finding work abroad. It's also the language of international communication, the media, and the internet. So, learning English is very, very important for socializing and entertainment as well as work. A few things you can do to improve your English. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Be confident. People can only correct your mistakes when they hear you make them. Surround yourself in English. Put yourself in an all English speaking environment where you can learn passively. The best way to learn is through speaking. Practice every day. Make yourself a study plan. Decide how much time a week you are going to spend studying and stick to it. Establish a routine. Tell your family and friends about your study plan. Honestly, tell your family and friends about your study plan. Get them to push you to study and also don't let them interpret you. Practice the four core skills: reading, writing, speaking, and listening. They all need to be worked on for you to improve. Keep a notebook of new words you learn, use them in sentences, and try to say them at least 3 times when you speak. More about English. Read newspapers because newspapers are good place to find passive constructs. Read more an article and see if you can find the passive sentences. Memorize words. Memorization of lists is one of the most common ways of learning vocabulary for a test. It's only a good exercise for short term study because you often don't retain the information that you have learned for a test. Consult English dictionary. Use an English to English dictionary as it will help you to keep thinking in English and not translating. 4 core language skills. When we learn our native language, first we listen and then we speak. Then we read and finally we write. Listening, speaking, reading, and writing are the 4 language skills we need to develop for complete communication. More about language skills. Listening and reading are receptive input. The exposure you have to authentic language in use. Speaking and writing are productive output. The action of producing language as part of the process of second language learning. To achieve these four basic language skills, you need to surround yourself with English. Make English part of your life at home, at work, during your free time. Read on to find tips that will help you overcome the difficulties you might be experiencing to improve your English skills. Expose yourself to the English as much as possible. Practice makes perfect, which means that if you want to improve a certain skill, you have to practice it. As a beginner, you will need to achieve all four language skills: listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Thank you. All the best. To be continued.